Okay, so the bass sound. I actually didn't produce the bass on this one. Jeremy entirely self-produced his tracks and just sent them over to me. So over to you, Jeremy, to explain what you did.
Bass.
Thank you for that in-depth explanation. Anything else you'd like to add?
Interface.
And some producer with computers fixes all my shitty tracks.
Wow, appreciate it. Editing Andy here. I was cutting this episode and I spotted something that we have to talk about. Band Daddy Jeremy, as he is affectionately known, is the member of the band who brings us the most old school street cred in terms of his music taste. And the way you know is that this guy has a Smiths record on his desk where most of us would keep a family photo. So hats off to you, Jeremy. Thanks for keeping it real. Right, back to the video. Jeremy did indeed track his bass parts direct, send me the DI tracks.
We're going through Parallax. I think we started with the pop bass preset and then did some tweaking.
But we did have a little bit of fun with it. We've got two different bass tones that interoperate throughout the track.
In the verses, it's very low. It's almost inaudible. But you can hear in the chorus, it pops in right here. So if we zoom in on that double track and what that sounds like, it's
settles back a little bit during the verses, it comes forward a little bit during the choruses, and then it settles into a very deep, low-end focused tone during the bridge.
We do a tonal shift in the bass chop where we kind of drop the bass tone back into the very low registers again.
Freeing up some space for us to put in some bass leads that we mostly assembled in post.
Jeremy sent me a bunch of bass runs in the bridge, and I wound up sort of chopping them up and reassembling them.
And we wind up with this complementary bass lead part that intersects really nicely with the rhythm guitar and this vocal glitching thing that we'll talk about later. Hey, traveling editor Andy here. We've divided this up into a series of social media friendly chunks. We're releasing it a couple of times per week. Be sure to go follow the YouTube channel and click all the things so you don't miss anything, and maybe the next segment's even already been released. In the next segment, we'll get into the vocal sound and production. We'll see you there.